beautiful.
Experimental with mulberry plants and silk worms. Today it is owned by Flagler College, and this is where they hold their events. Now Henry Flagler approached Franklin Smith and asked to become partners at the Ponce de Leon, and Franklin told him,
but it took about 450,000 blocks to make up for the park. Go key to that size station.
the Cordova Hotel, putting colored bricks from the Cordova to the Hotel Alcazar. Can you imagine having 1, 2, 3 grand hotels on one city block? That's what I call a monopoly. Now coming up to my left is the Plaza de la Constitution. You'll see the white off-leaf monument honoring the Spanish Constitution because Spain founded St. Augustine. Gator Bob's Trading Post. The St. Augustine History Museum. Now that is included complimentary with your trolley tours inside of Gator Bob's Trading Post. Now guys, hope you enjoyed my lesson. That monument flagpole is donated by Dr. Andrew Anderson Jr., honoring all the St. Augustine soldiers from World War I.
I'm tired and we sit here on the ride the museum stopover. What do you call this lah? Trolley. But they didn't pick up. Why? Oh, why?
50th anniversary. That's because Spain founded St. Augustine. We do have a lot of close ties with Spain because, well, they do come yearly, the King and Queen, for their film festival. Nights of Life and their holiday. Now, up in front of us, the former Ponce de Leon became an all-girls paradise store called Woolworth. Now, when Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. demonstrated his peaceful march and speech, he inspired a lot of young black youth, including the Fabulous Four. They marched through those double doors, they sat at the countertop, making history, making it in every newspaper throughout the United States. However, they were arrested for segregation. As we pass by, you're going to see the stained glass windows. I took it a step further. He made a map of St. Augustine in 1702 and he attacked the city. He burned down every single house. Not one house was left standing. Now, the first house that he built was in 1702, right in the 15th, the oldest house, museum, and gardens of this. Enjoy stop. Exit to your right, backing down. Matter style, you're not putting out, but you've got the Spanish period, the British period, the second Spanish period, and the Confederacy of the United States of America. To your right is the St. Francis Barracks, the headquarters for the Florida National Guard, previous to St. Franciscan Priory. Now, if you look back down Marine Street, almost still an auto shop owned by the National Guard, it's the only British building still standing here in St. Augustine. Now, if you look across the bay, you're going to see our current White House. The first one was on the edge of the bay. Made from that coquina mixed with fell into the bay. Our current one's 151 years old. 219 steps up, 219 steps down. Not much of course for me. I think you're going to see a narrow street called Treasury Street. A treasurer lived on that street. He collected money and taxes for the city. Now they made it narrow so horse and carriage could not fit through that street. And while the treasurer, right there to your left, there's the Rodriguez House. Over to your right, you're going to see the Atlantic Ocean and inlet where the United States Army engineers dredged that out so the big boats could get through. As they were dredging it out, they did find a lot of objects from sunken ships, including fire accurately up to 3.5 miles away. That is from the Copia San Marcos port, all the way to the lighthouse with John D. Rockefeller and Henry Flagler in the Standard Oil business. Now, he did bring his family, and his family was back there for all 16 of them. Can you imagine 15 ladies, one man? He didn't even stand a chance in that bathroom, so I have a feeling those bushes were when they were supposed to win the Super Bowl. And as Paul Harvey would say, that's
Believe it or not.
Now, it took them 3 years to get it stabilized. It was so heavy, it kept sinking into the ground in the original place. This one was in the 1964 World Fair in Don Wells, stubborn about her term and do what she wanted. She had a 12-year-old brother sign the paperwork, making it legal. Now she moved off to keep all body parts and personal belongings inside the trolley at all times. Now we're going to head to the oldest resident. He's older than Ponce de Leon. Pedro Menendez, Henry Flagler, and you and I. No pots. Actually, will be 510. They say if you kiss your loved one under this tree, you'll be together forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and always. So I say, ladies, pucker up. Ben, if you don't want that ball and chain, I'll ring this bell and you run as fast as you can. Now this is your Senator stop number 21. This is your stop. Wait for the balance on either side. Backing down, ladder style, use uprights in hand. Well, watch your step. Wait for the bell. This is the old Senator. You're going to see that tabby wall, C-A-B-B-Y, made with whole oyster shells. Swell up 3 or 4 times the size by the 3rd day. The most excruciating, painful death of septicemia, a blood infection. They didn't have antibiotics back then, so they did learn of amputation, which is just as bad. They didn't have anything to kill the pain. You can still get an infection. Now, guys, I leaned up against this wall with my hand, wiped my face. It was in June. I was sweat. Swell up 3 or 4 times the size by the 3rd day. The most excruciating, painful death of septicemia, a blood infection. They didn't have antibiotics back then, so they did learn of amputation, which is just as bad. They didn't have anything to kill the pain. You can still get an infection. Now, guys, I leaned up against this wall with my hand, wiped my face. It was in June. I was sweat. First mission of Greater Deos established by Spain. 1587, still standing strong. To your left, the fountain of juice, the best Cuban coffee around.
Most wonderful time of the year. I'll just put that in the background while Santa's on the trumpet. Alright, now the lovely San Marco Hotel, mysteriously burnt down. And when I say mysteriously, well, it's because